Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all. May Lord Ganesha bless you with wisdom, happiness, and all success. Keep learning and keep growing. Let us start with our topic today, which is nothing but probability concepts. And without delay, let us start. So, guys, here we are with our probability distribution concept. So, what exactly is the understanding of probability distribution? Again, it's a statistical function that is going to explain you the possible values and probabilities for a random variable and for a given range, right? So when we are talking about it, what are the measures we are understanding? And we have understood already. We have understood on what is the mean, standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis, right? All those kind of distributions are nothing but a probability distribution function. Those are tending towards this concept, right? And how we are performing these distributions based on your histogram. I have already explained in histogram in previous videos. Box plots, then density plot, everything based on this, we can be able to understand how data getting distributed and what is the probability of those data in consideration or not. And even this helps to understand distribution of effective and non-defective piece in production. Like once a product is getting produced, after going through several processes, to know which one is a defective, one is a non-defective piece based on certain criteria. This kind of probability is very helpful, and this can be helped you to control the quality evaluation, then accepting the product, make kind of decisions on that, and you have whether you have to reject or rework on those products. All those kind of parameters it is going to give when we'll understand about the production chain. Then we have something called, like we have different kind of probability distribution. So one is discrete probability distribution, and these are again I can say you will get in interview questions. What is Bernoulli, Poisson, and binomial distributions. And guys, these are nothing but a discrete probability distribution. Again, I have explained you what is the difference between continuous and discrete. Continuous is nothing but there is a specified continuous range. Like when you are saying 100 students, 500 products, like that. And when you will tell discrete, what I have explained, the number of students in class, the number of cars that passed at one single point of time, one object, correct? So we will understand what is Bernoulli distribution. Bernoulli distribution, again, is the discrete distribution. What it does, it models a single trial with two possible outcomes. So each trial, what is a trial? Trial means you are trying something, like when you are imposing some process. That is nothing but a trial, okay? So in a single process, it will get two outcomes, and that outcome can be either a success or failure. Like either you will reject or you will accept. That's it, and it will happen only once. For example, when you will flip a coin, just one single coin, fair coin, if you will play, how many sides it has? Two sides, either head or tail, correct? So when you flip it, either you will get one success or one failure. Either you will get head once or not, right? That is how you can imagine the scenario. And you can just say whether in a case of any event, whether that event occurred or not, that's a successful event or not. Like likewise, like either yes or no, that's it. There is no middle area coming here in Bernoulli. And yeah, here I have shown one graph how they are getting into picture. See? Here one like they are testing on a light bulb. and they are saying that they'll perform this test, several light bulbs, and what they understood is my success probability success is coming to 70%, and my failure probability is coming to 30%. Total 100%, correct? Like that, you can plot and you can perform all these kind of probability distributions on different kind of aspects. Then we have something called binomial distribution. Again, you can say Bernoulli distribution is a subset of binomial distribution. So there we are considering only one trial. Here you will consider different trials, and each trial has a possible outcome, either success or failure. And again, it follows a specified number of trials, and each trial has either one or two. So when we will say, okay, the outcome of one trial will not affect the outcome of another trial, and each process is different here. For example, you can say you want to flip a coin 10 times. Like I said, right? Bernoulli is a subset of binomial. So there you are flipping one coin. Here you are flipping a coin, but number of occurrences is more. You are flipping it 10 times. And you want to check what is the probability of getting exact head for 6 times. This is what the process you will follow to get it. And again, you don't have to remember the formula. I just kept it for your understanding. That we have something called Poisson distribution, very important concept. Poisson distribution. Poisson distribution is again something which can be used to analyze different situations. It's not on trial or something. It's based on situations where you have limited number of outcomes from the experiment. So here the prerequisites, I can say. Here the numerous outcomes, and which will always based on the upper limit. You will set the upper limit, and based on that you will get the outcome. And again here very large value with low probability and outcomes consistent coming into considerations. So one example I had given, the number of phone calls received by a call center per hour. So per hour, how many times you are getting phone calls, like a specified person, specified entity, how many times that person is getting calls, right? That is nothing but your Poisson distribution. Again, it's a situation, correct? And how we are calculating a Poisson distribution can be calculated by considering exactly numbers, integers. Like I said, numbers, numerical. So you will say, okay, I have got 10 times, I have got 50 times, like that. And based on what? Based on number of hours. For each hour, they will consider and they will see the growth of that person. Similarly, we have how many customers are ordering for a product for a particular time period. Those kind of things you can. And again, Poisson distribution is based on the situation. In that situation, what is the kind of outcome we are getting based on the experiment. Then we have understood discrete. Now we will understand continuous probability distribution. Guys, we have already understood what is normal distribution, and the same thing I'm explaining in a detailed manner, because that is nothing but a probability distribution. When we are talking about normal distribution, that is your kind of probability distribution. So it is widely used to describe the phenomena of all kind of continuous, mostly continuous distribution, continuous data getting distributed with normal distribution. And it is characterized by a bell-shaped curve, the bell-shaped curve, and symmetric. This middle one, 0, you are seeing here, that is your mean. Both sides, it's equal. And with no skew. What is a skew? I said positive skew, negative skew. Go and check all those videos if you are getting it. It will refresh your memory. Then we have something called Gaussian distribution, again, you might have heard or you might be asked a question, what is a Gaussian distribution? Gaussian distribution, again, is same to normal distribution. Is no different. Only thing is Gaussian distribution, you can say, okay, it is following the empirical formula. What is that empirical formula? That means my 68% of data falls within one standard deviation. The middle one, M, you are saying that is your mean. And this one, right? This book, 68, which you are saying. When 68, which you are saying, that is your first standard deviation, STD. Then we have 95. 95 is nothing but a second standard, second STD. And this 99.7 is your third STD. So what is the inference we are getting? Like within 99.7%, all my data should fit. It should not cross anything. With crossing, then again we have to perform hypothesis testing, so many other tests to understand the outcome of it. Correct? Now let us understand probability density function. What is a PDF? One more important topic which you will get in use. So probability density function, again, it's a mathematical function. That when you're talking about function, how you are representing it, we are representing with f of x, correct? And what it does, it describes how good the probability distribution of a continuous variable presented. And it is widely used again in statistics and probability to taken to analyze and inference about that continuous variable, whether it follows the normal distribution or not. So everything is based on this normal distribution when you are considering the continuous variable. Right? Then we have one example I have shown here. When you are imagining, flipping a pair coin, right? The random variable x could represent the number of heads. Possible outcome can be either success or failure, right? We have taken. So f of 0 can be like how many times you will get 0, which can be 50%. F of 1 can be 1, right? That means probability of getting 0 or fewer heads, which is just tails. Probability of getting tails, yeah. This is probability of getting heads, right? Like that, you can use the function. Then we have something called uniform probability distribution. Again, uniformity for maintaining. So uniform probability distribution, again, is a kind of continuous probability distribution. Right? While we have understood normal and now we are understanding uniform. So again, it's a type of distribution where in a given range of values, everyone should have equal probability of occurring. Right? When we are saying occurring, that we have taken one example, when you are flipping a coin for 10 times and what is the probability of getting 6 times head? So here, each time you should have the equal probability. That's what the meaning. Like each time, all 10 times you should be able to get equal probability of chances. For example, I have given one example. When you are considering a deck of cards, a card is having 52 cards, right? Deck of cards is having 52 cards. So when you are talking about 52 cards, you have different colors, and those colors are getting divided into again 13 into. Right? So again, like it is equally likely to draw a heart, club, diamond, or spade. Like when you are talking about getting 5, you will get 5 in each and every deck, like in each and every group of card, right? So that is what the meaning of. And again, like coin has uniform distribution because again the probability of getting head or tail, right, when a coin toss is same, because it has 2 probability, either success or failure. Again, probability density function remains constant over the entire range. You can see this example. It is same. It is no different. Like it is not going like this or it is not going like this. It's straight line form. Right? There is no peaks and valleys like I have already shown here. And a uniform distribution is getting presented or getting denoted between A and B. Between A and B, how many occurrences are happening? Again, it's based on the situation. So yeah, guys, that is all, and we have completed our all theoretical part of probability statistics. We will start with a NumPy, and NumPy has several libraries, or I can say modules present in that. I am going to cover everything with practical example, and I will show you with practice, and which will help you to go ahead in your understanding. So thank you. We are there at end of our statistical and probability concepts, guys. We will start with the NumPy concepts. So stay tuned to this channel. Start, subscribe, like, share this to all your friends. Everyone should learn and grow. So that's it. See you till that time. Thank you.